Today's episode of Chicago Bears Now is presented by Butcher Box, high-quality meat and seafood that you can have delivered straight to your doorstep when you go to our link below, butcherbox.com/NFL Daily. Use code NFL Daily for a nice little bonus. We'll tell you about that bonus later on in the show. I'm Harrison Graham. Welcome into video number 2 on the day here on Bears Now. Huge injury news for San Francisco that we will talk about later on in the show, so stick with us. This could have a major impact on the outcome on Sunday. Let's start with the Bears injury report, though. I told you guys I'd be back with the second video if there were significant enough developments, and I would say there have been between now and earlier today. The Bears have unveiled their first injury report of the season. Obviously, they've talked about injuries throughout training camp and whatnot, but the first official report is out. Technically, they only put 2 players on it, Velus Jones Jr. and Dominique Robinson, but I went ahead and mentioned Lucas Patrick and Byron Pringle as they were both full participants. But Velus Jones Jr. with a hamstring injury did not practice. I'll talk about that in a sec. Dominique Robinson limited with a knee injury. We'll see if he's able to rally and play on Sunday. I would say that one's a little less significant. You got a lot of depth there at defensive end early on here. Did Velus have a setback? That's what I want to know, because Monday he returned to practice. Now, I don't know how to what degree he returned because they didn't have an injury report Monday. Was he a full participant? Was he limited? It was obviously a lighter practice, but for him to not practice at all today, was he? Did he have a setback between Monday and today? Did something happen? Did he pull up on a route? I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. What I will say is, it's kind of frustrating at this point that we've only seen him play in one preseason game and very few training camp practices. You need the rookie out there. You drafted him in the 3rd round. Are you concerned at this point about Velus Jones? I know it's still early. Type Y for yes, type in for no. Are you concerned about the rookie wide receiver out of Tennessee? I want to know from you guys down in the comments. I wouldn't say I'm concerned. I'm more annoyed at this point because, you know, you think you're getting him back, and then he doesn't practice today. And now, I'm not saying the kid's injury prone. I'm just saying that you want the guy to play, and it's a little annoying when it's like, oh, you see the potential in that Seattle game in the preseason, and then we basically haven't seen him since. Like, I want to see the guy get snaps. He needs to be out there and be a player that can get reps on this offense, and especially on special teams. I'm not going to sit here and say he's got a chance to go out there and be a 1,000-yard guy as a rookie, but you also have a wide receiver depth chart that isn't exactly loaded after Darnell Mooney either. Like, Velus Jones Jr. would get snaps if he's healthy. That's why it's frustrating. That's why it's annoying, because you want him out there to play. Now, the good news is the fact that the Bears didn't even list Byron Pringle on the injury report. That tells me he's good to go. I mean, he seems he's good to go. He was limited on Monday, full today. I think he's going to play on Sunday. Now, he missed a lot of camp, so, how much do those lack of reps hurt his maybe snap totals this week? We'll see, but he's been around the block a little bit here. He's considered a veteran on this team at this point in his career, so I think he'll be able to be full go and play plenty of snaps as much as the Bears need him to go. And if they want to win on Sunday, they're going to need as many weapons in their disposal. And by the way, we'll be live for a watch party, Bears-Niners, this Sunday afternoon at Soldier Field. We'll go live at 12:45 Eastern, 11:45 Central, 9:45 if you're out on the West Coast. And we're continuing our subscriber battle with the 49ers report. Chase Sr. and I are going back and forth. He's our Niners host. Help us out. Subscribe. Got to beat the Niners both here at Chat Sports and on the football field this Sunday. Watch party. Going to be a lot of fun. All right, Lucas Patrick, another update. We talked about him earlier. I think we have a bit of it's still not a clear picture, but maybe clearer. He wasn't listed on the injury report, so he was a full participant. Now, was he a full participant at guard or at center? That is the mystery here. Now, Lucas Patrick, before practice today, had this to say in terms of trying to snap with the cast. He says, well, it's definitely different. Imagine something on your hand. It's not that big of a deal. We'll cross these bridges as they come. Also, he was asked, have you snapped with that cast on? And he said, that's a good question. Basically, just not answering it. That tells me probably has not snapped yet. That was before practice, though, when he spoke to the media. Now, Courtney Cronin, a couple interesting tweets here. She tweeted, ESPN Bears reporter, Lucas Patrick is not on the injury report, meaning there's no designation for his thumb. What I saw during limited individual drills in practice, open portion to the media, Patrick was taking reps at guard. Teven Jenkins in line right behind him. we'll see if that's where he sticks. So is he going to start at guard over Jenkins? Could he still play center this week? A lot to figure out. Stick with us. I have some strong opinions on this potential development. Now, we're hoping the Bears' offense is high quality and high octane this year. You know, it is high quality. Butcher Box Meats and Seafood. Go check them out at butcherbox.com/NFL Daily. Promo code NFL Daily. And ButcherBox is a really cool company because you can get custom boxes of different types of meats delivered straight to your doorstep for free shipping if you're in the continental U.S. Choose from a variety of box plan options, from curated to customized. Change your plan whenever you want. This is high-quality meat, like I said, 100% grass-fed beef. The chicken is free-range and organic. The pork is raised crate-free, wild-caught seafood. They're not going to plug this meat with hormones or antibiotics. This isn't McDonald's, okay? This is Butcher Box, high-quality stuff that you're not going to find at your local supermarket. And what's cool is you can now eliminate chicken breasts off your normal grocery list when you do go to the grocery store, because we still have to do that for certain things, because when you go to butcherbox.com/NFL Daily and use code NFL Daily, you're going to get 2 free chicken breasts for free. Yes, for free. That is butcherbox.com/NFL Daily. Code NFL Daily. If you use that code, you use that link, every order from ButcherBox, 2 free pounds of organic chicken breasts. Great deal. Get started today. Link in the comments and in the description, as is that promo code NFL Daily. It's all one word, NFL Daily. All right, more from Cronin here. It's Wednesday, she added. They have 2 more days of practice to see if he's able to snap the ball. Talking about Lucas Patrick. There's been no declaration by anyone on where Patrick may play versus San Francisco. All I report is what I saw in warmups. Take it for what it's worth. Now, so what she's saying here is during the season, media gets to see a portion of practice. They don't get to see all of practice. I've been to some NFL practices. You don't get to sit there through the whole thing like you do at training camp when those practices are open. So what she's saying is during individual drills, it looked like she was taking reps at guard. Now, maybe he went out there and snapped the football after the media left the practice field. It's hard to say. But if what she initially reported ends up being accurate and he was taking right guard reps over Teven Jenkins, that's a problem to me. Unless Lucas Patrick is clearly a better option at right guard, and maybe he is. He's a vet. He's played guard before, but there's a reason he's not making $12 million per year. It's not like he's a superstar lineman. I think Teven Jenkins should start at that spot unless there's a wide gap in competition. Play Lucas Patrick at center once he's fully healthy and can snap the football. If that's not this week, I think he should be a backup. Now, the Bears know better than I do. If they feel like Patrick is a sizable gap better than Teven Jenkins at guard, okay, fine, play him there. But you know what? I find that hard to believe considering he's just now practicing for the first time in about 6 weeks. You're telling me he's for sure just leaps and bounds better than Teven Jenkins in this system at right guard. I find that unlikely. Maybe it's true, but I feel like Teven Jenkins has done a lot to earn that spot at right guard. So we'll see what happens. What do you think? Who's the week 1 starting right guard? And I ask this with the caveat of Patrick could still start at center. We don't know yet. There's 4 days until the opener. But let's say he doesn't. Type LP for Lucas Patrick. Type TJ for Teven Jenkins. If it's one of these 2 guys at right guard, who you picking? Let me know down in the comments. Now, I think the most significant injury development for this opener for either team is in San Francisco, and it's around George Kittle. He did not practice on Wednesday, and I was like, why did he not practice? Well, apparently he suffered a groin injury on Monday. Nick Wagner, who covers the Niners for ESPN, tweeted this out. Kittle has a groin injury, suffered in Monday's practice, according to Kyle Shanahan. Kittle is not practicing today. Unclear right now if it will keep him out this week. Well, let me tell you this, Bears fans. If George Kittle is out, that is a massive development. That could alter a game entirely. I mean, he's that big of a weapon for San Francisco, especially when you consider the fact that Trey Lance is kind of really making his first real NFL start. I know he had a couple last year, but his first start is the clear starting quarterback in San Francisco. Now, Kittle has had some injuries over the years, but when he's healthy, he's in the mix as one of the best tight ends in the NFL, up there with the Travis Kelce's of the world. Now, I think Kelce's a bit better, but Kittle is a special player, and he in a lot of ways really opens up this offense. No Kittle equals less problems for the Bears defense, because then you really only got to key in on Deebo Samuel, maybe Brandon Ayuk a bit, but you can probably go man coverage there and win a decent amount. Sure, that Niners running scheme and running game and Lance's mobility, still plenty of stuff to worry about. But if you take Kittle out of the equation, folks, I've already liked the Bears at home getting 7.5. I already put 10 on the or $20 on the money line because if Kittle's out, getting 7.5 points. I mean, you're just giving me money. It's too good of an opportunity. I think the Bears already have a great chance. If Kittle's out, I think they have an even better chance to win this game. Now, if you hate the Niners this week, which you should, because whoever you're playing that week, you should absolutely not stand. Type F49. Get the F49s going, and we welcome FGBs as always in the comments as well. But if you can't stand the Niners, type F49 and subscribe to the channel. We got to get more subs than the 49ers report leading up to game day. Let's go. Let's get it. Subscribe to Bears Now. Daily videos. We did 2 videos today because, hey, we're getting you caught up on everything surrounding this week 1 matchup. All right. Appreciate all the support, all the love. You guys are bringing it. Hey. About 100 hours, we'll be playing some football, baby. Let's go. Hit that sub button. I'm Harrison Graham. Peace.